There we go. Now we are live. It's Monday, the last day, the last evening of November, November the 30th, 2020. I'm going to begin our live stream. Wait until we get some people in our live chat room. Malachi 3:16. Malachi 3:16, the King James Version Bible. Very important. I want you to listen up. Then they that feared the Lord spake often one to another, and the Lord hearkened and heard it. And a book of remembrance was written before him for them that feared the Lord, and that thought upon his name. From the King James Version Bible. Let me read that one more time. Malachi 3:16. Then they that feared the Lord spake often one to another, and the Lord hearkened and heard it. And a book of remembrance was written before him for them that feared the Lord, and that thought upon his name. My, there's so much going on in the world today. Nothing in the news but the blues. Nothing in the news but the blues. Let me clear out of this that I'm in. There we go. Waiting on Christy to get home. She's at the dealership with her car. Hopefully everything is okay. I want to come on here and touch base. Haven't been on in a little while. Still working on this microphone. I want to try to keep it and get it right, as Christy got me this. So we could do better, a little bit better audio. So I'm hoping the audio is okay. But I want to come on and just, my goodness, what's going on in the desert? I believe it's Utah. Hang on, let me see if I can find this. Hold on a minute. Bear with me for just a moment. This metal object appears out of nowhere in the desert. I believe it's Utah. And they're not sure what it's really made of, where it came from, how it got there. And then it vanished. It disappeared. That's in the news today, that it disappeared. But what they're not stressing, that where it once stood when it was discovered, who's going to put this object way out in the middle of the desert? Is now a small pyramid. Is there a connection with these ancient alien astronauts that people want to claim the Old Testament was written by ancient alien astronauts? Or are we looking at fallen angel technology? Hello. Hello, my dear friend. I like your little icon there. Talking about this strange object that appeared in the desert, this metallic form, and then it disappeared. And what they're not talking about, I'm trying to find it. What's left in its place is a small pyramid. So this is getting me wondering. I'm trying to get everyone's opinion. What do you think that this is? Of course, it's not headline news. Everything else is headline news is Joe Biden or something. And I wonder, does this have anything to do with the coronavirus? Is there something they're keeping our mind and our eyes over here while something else is happening over there that we're not sure about? I think they're getting ready. I think they know the rapture of the church is at hand, and I think they're going to have to try to explain away, where did all these people go? Where did the church go? So, of course, they're going to use the last card, the alien invasion, or what they want you to believe is extraterrestrial. When it's interdimensional, it's demonic, fallen angel technology. Of course, I can't find it now. I'm looking for the article. I'm trying to get it right, but what they're not talking about, where this, in the desert, this metallic shape structure appears. How did it get there? And once it's uncovered, once it's discovered, they go back today and it's gone. And what they're not talking about on the mainstream media news is there's a pyramid there now. There's a tiny miniature pyramid where this metallic object once stood. Let me see what we've got. Artwork from 5 years ago. Now that could be. Why haven't we heard about it before now, though? Hey, Frank, that very well could be, but why haven't we heard anything about it? And where did it go? And why is there a pyramid there? Love to you too, Brother Rob. Brother Rob is in the house. I just wanted to come on here real quick and talk about the advancement in technology. There are, whether this object in the desert has anything to do with the advancement in technology, what we call fallen angel technology, going back to the time of the Old Testament, um, and I like to stick to the King James Version Bible and not stray too far. But if you look at the Book of Enoch, I highly recommend. It gives a detailed description of what happened on Mount Hermon when the heavenly host ascended onto woman, and they had these offspring of the Nephilim, and they were teaching them metalworks and how to make jewelry. Far advanced in technology and going back through time and history. Look how far we've come. Here we are, 2020, almost 21. And I remember when the microwave came out, we thought we were living in the age of the Jetsons or something. Then they had the pagers, the little beeper. You still had to have a phone, and you didn't have a cell phone. Your little pager would go off. You'd read the number. Then you'd have to go find a payphone and call the person back. And then cell phones. First it was the big box phones. There's so much advancement in technology. Going back to the time of Hitler. Now Hitler, it was uncovered. Why do you think we had Operation Paperclip? They uncovered with Hitler, but after the war, the advancement, far advancement in technology for the time. Hitler had a working flying saucer. Then you have what happened in Roswell, New Mexico, on the farm, where they're talking about these creatures with the long heads and the black eyes and what we call grays. And then you got reptilian race, and these are all demonic interdimensional beings, not aliens from another planet. So, look at the advancement in technology today. So I mean, I think they're getting ready. I think Satan knows his time is it's about showtime, and it's about showtime for the church to up and get caught up and leave. Exit stage left. Let me try to get caught up in the chat room real quick. Rapture, very real, very real. And I could get into that. We'd be on here all night. One day I'll do an all-nighter. I'll stay up here all night and explain the intense research into the rapture of the church, where I grew up in the church. My grandmother, at age 74, was still trying to knock me over the head about a catching away, a pre-tribulation rapture. She said it was taught in our churches when we were children, but it was kept hush-hush. And I couldn't find it in the Bible anywhere. I couldn't find anything even close to a rapture of the church. So then I started doing my studies and started doing research. And then it's like the Lord turned on a light switch. All of a sudden, everything started to come clear to me. The Bible that I've read over and over all had new meaning now. I would read a passage, and now it made sense. It's like the pages came to life to me. And I know it was an anointing of God, of Yahweh. It was an anointing that he had put on me, that I could now understand what people call a mystery. And everywhere I look now, I see the rapture of the church. I did more research. The Lord led me into going back into ancient history, right after the resurrection, the death of Jesus, Yeshua, and the resurrection. Then when he ascended into the clouds, and what was being taught by the early church was a rapture. Even Polycarp, going way back, taught a biblical rapture of the church. And then with the emergence of Rome and Caesar and the Vatican, and everything had to be silenced. The Catholic Church back then, if you had a King James Bible, if you had a Bible, you would be imprisoned for having a Bible. If you spoke out against the Catholic Church, you would be burned alive at the stake. You would be crucified. It was terrible things that happened, and they wanted nothing to do with the rapture of the church. Don't even talk about that. So, I mean, it's just, we could go on and on and on. My volume is low. Sorry. I keep trying, Rob. I keep trying let me see if I can adjust it a little bit. Everybody hearing me okay, or is the volume low? Volume low. If I turn it up, then we might have a problem. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Let's try there. Can you hear me better? I just want to make sure I'm not wasting everybody's time and you can hear me. How's that? Can you hear me now? And I don't have this problem, only when I'm going live. Okay. It's all right? All right. Only when I go live I have this problem. And let me get a drink of water. So I don't know what's going on, but hang on a minute. Oh my, been a rough year. I am so ready to let go of 2020. I am just so ready to just let go of this whole, I want to get your take on this vaccine that's coming out for the coronavirus. Is it just a flu? Are we all getting worried for nothing? And what are the side effects? It's come out so quick. What are the side effects of this coronavirus vaccine? I understand that one person has died already that was going through the testing stages. That a volunteer has died. I don't know. And they want to give it to the, what I don't understand, I do understand in a way, but there are people that are sick, the elderly in nursing homes, those over 65 or with weakened immune systems. I have a weakened immune system. I'm 64. You guys know that I was in the hospital. But they're going to give it to the doctors and the nurses first. I think they should give it to the ones that are in dire need first, if it's for real. Got an echo? Oh boy. Don't take that vaccine. Revelation chapter 13. Let's go to Revelation chapter 13. What I hear, what's in it, Patricia, is a lot of stuff, heavy metals and toxins, and male, partial birth, aborted fetus lung tissue. Fetus lung tissue from a male aborted baby. I don't want to know if I want that in my system. I don't think I do want that in my system. Hang on. All right, I'm dropping stuff. Revelation chapter 13. What do you guys hear about this? I don't know. How far are we in the book? Have the seals been opened yet? I don't think so. I think we're waiting on the rapture of the church. It will delete your... I hear that too, but I've heard that before I've heard of that, fifth element, before we've heard of... before we even heard of coronavirus, that there was something going to do that. That there was a drug that was going to do that. So... Remember that, hearing about that, the genome and taking away, you won't have any longer any faith. It'll remove your faith. This is before we even heard of a coronavirus. I'm trying to find chapter 13. And I stood. Bear with me now. And I stood upon the sand of the sea, and I saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name of blasphemy. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard. This is very important, because when you're going back and you're doing I've got a video series from I don't know how many years ago on Nimrod, the return of the Antichrist. Nimrod was a Gabor, he was a Nephilim. He made his way from Ethiopia and conquered 5 territories, and he was a leopard. He wore a leopard skin. He was a leopard hunter, and he is who the Catholic Church is worshiping, his son Tammuz, when they make the sign of the cross. It's not the cross, it's a T for this child that was born of the rays of the sun, and he married his wife, his mother, Semiramis. I don't have time to get into that tonight. But if you want to know who the biblical son of perdition, the lawless one, will be, look no further than almost like a reincarnation. I don't believe in reincarnation, but it will be almost identical to Nimrod. Okay, and the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him his power, and his seat, and great authority. And I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast. And they worshipped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast, and they worshipped the beast, saying, Who is likened unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him? And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 42 months. And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against God, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle, and them that dwell in heaven. My. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints, and to overcome them. And power was given him over all kindred and tongues and nations. My. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life. Make sure your name is written in the book of life. You can barely hear. No one can hear with a high-powered microphone. I don't know. We're going to have to try to figure this out. I've got the volume almost, if I go too loud, I'm just going to have to not do live stream anymore, because when I do a regular video, the volume is perfect. It's going through the OSB board, but the volume doesn't work right properly. I'm going to give it one last shot. Now I can't go any louder than that. So let me know, because I don't want to read a whole chapter of the Bible and no one can hear what I'm saying. I play these back, and I don't have any hearing problem at all, but I can hear it. It's not super loud, but I can hear every word, you know. But okay. I know, but Wendy couldn't hear. So I mean, it's like I'm getting like Rob couldn't hear, Wendy couldn't hear, and the higher I go up on the volume, we're going to start to get an echo. We'll start to get an echo, but yeah, something is coming, and it's not Christmas. Something's coming, but it's not Christmas. See, if I pull the microphone here, now it's going to echo. Now do you hear the echo? That's too loud now, right? Now you're going to hear an echo. What do you think now, Wendy? No, it's just a microphone. It's not a demonic attack. It's a microphone. Testing. 1, 2, 3. We're going to have to figure this out and find a solution, I guess. Sound a little bit better? All right. I don't know, guys. Oh, I don't know what is coming, but I know the rapture of the church is coming, and I'm just ready to go. I cannot wait. And I don't know what to think about these vaccines that are coming out there. Give them to them. I know they're going to go to the medical workers first. They're going to be the first to get them. I guess the vaccine. What vaccine are they getting? Something different than what we're getting? Yeah, I know it's an echo. I know. I can't deal with it. I don't know what to do, and the microphone's just not going to work. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to end tonight, because there's no point, because either you can't hear me or there's an echo, so we got to figure this out and come back when I can get it all figured out. But the Son of Man is coming, maybe with an echo. I don't know. But I love you guys, and I'm going to try to come on in the morning. If I just do a regular video with the microphone, it's fine. It's just because we're in this mixer board, that you got to be in this mixer board to go live stream on YouTube, unless you do it off your phone. When I'm using this external microphone, it's just, the sound isn't there. Or it's there, but people say they can't hear it, so I don't know. But I love you guys, and